Living in Santiago is wonderful. I don't know. We walked almost everywhere. They do have buses, so we took that sometimes to our district meetings, but mostly we would walk. The houses are all really close together. They're separated on different streets. So instead of like ringing the doorbell, they don't really have doorbells unless you're super rich. And so you just scream, "Allo!" and then they come to the door. There are always kids playing soccer on the street and talking to each other in Chilean Spanish. Their dogs will always follow you. There are lots of dogs, just stray dogs. But you become friends with them. It's fine. Yeah, just a lot of walking and visiting people. The missionaries are kind of known for always saying "hola" to the people on the streets. So you just walk by, and as you're talking to your companion, you have to stop and say "hola" and then keep going. And so like all the Chileans know that. They pretty much know like the badge, the name tag, and so they know who we are. But it's always good to stop and talk to them on the streets and just contact them like that. You go shopping there's this place called Leaders. It's kind of like Walmart, but you have to either bag your own items or you pay the person to bag them, so that's interesting. I just feel like it's really normal. Maybe it's because I was there for a year and a half, but it's not that different, just lots of walking. My areas were very safe. Almost all of the sister areas are super safe in Chile. Chile is also known for being super safe. Like that's a big reason that people always come there. But there are places like in all of the world where you have to be careful. There's this one place that we always went to on P-Day where they had a lot of shops called Puente Alto. And you go there and you have to make sure that your backpack is like in front of you or that your bag is in front of you and not behind you. And that was really funny because I had a bag where it had a zipper and it was always open, but there's nothing in the pocket, but the zipper was open and people on the bus would be like, "Oh my gosh, excuse me, your bag is open." And I was like, "Okay, thanks." So I mean, they take care of you too. They're just always worried all the time about people stealing their stuff. So I guess it happens. It never happened to me though. I looked up the weather before I left, and my mom was like, "Oh yeah, it's really tropical. You don't even need a winter coat." That was a lie. I did need a winter coat. It was freezing. When it gets cold, I mean, it's not like Russia, but it gets pretty cold. So I wore like leggings under my tights and stuff. So it was, I mean, if you're walking outside all day long, it's going to be pretty cold. So bring a winter jacket and gloves and a hat. Also, it rains kind of a lot, and so when it does, you need rain boots. But when I was there, the mission provided rain boots for us. So we just had rain boots in the apartment, and so I wore those. But when it rains, there are certain areas, neither of my two areas did this, but there are certain areas that the rain floods, and so you really need the rain boots, because if not, it's like a foot of water. I've seen pictures. So it rains a lot. In the summer, it does get really hot. So it's really hot and really cold, but not like too extreme, you know, so it's fine.